Hello and welcome to this lovely clash here today between the Panthers and the Sydney Roosters. It's a home game for the Roosters and a very exciting clash. I'm in the box here with Tim James, and Tim, what do you think of this game that we're about to watch?
It's a big game, Muzza. Of course, glad to share the box with you, but Panthers and the Roosters, a big game so far. Roosters, I think, I lost last week to the Knights, and so did Penrith. They lost to the Titans. So both teams sitting on an L so far, looking to find their first W of the season, Muzza, and we're excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. The Panthers, they were very good last week in their loss, against the Titans, but it kind of just ended up getting away from them at the death of the game. Titans just getting away with a couple tries at the end, a few easy tries, and Panthers just couldn't hold on. But they showed some good signs, and I'm keen to see if they can maybe bounce back and end up with a better position than last season. And now we got Charlie Butler in for punch, taking the first hit up of the game. Panthers defense, they're able to stop him there easily. Over to Butler, inside ball to Weston. Weston with a little half break, stops him easily. And Tim, what do you think that the Roosters need to do to get one up on the Panthers here?
Well, look, they've made a couple of changes around the, block today. They've moved Og, I don't know where he's gone to.
To the
But
second row.
They put Weston at fullback, yeah. So he's back at second row. They just got to really go through the middle. They've got such a strong forward pack, just a strong team overall. So they don't need to use their strength to their advantage. As the defense there can't really hold up there, but yeah, they just need to use their strength to the advantage.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Roosters, they just went for the early kick there, and there's a bit of a shank, and Mansour's easily able to cut through the defense and get a little half break. And now here he is again, passing to Kowal. Kowal, he was probably not up to standard last game, not as good as he would hope to be in a big game. Oh, but Matty Harris intercepts that one. It was a bit of a shocking pass, not really going to anyone ever. Matty Harris uses his big body just to get in the way, and Roosters have got the ball back.
Yeah, Matty Harris using his height, and now Roosters need to make up for what happened there. Edwards, he's off an the Pink Panther. He's just taking the bloke's head off.
Yeah, Mansour, he might be in trouble for that. A bit of a Joe Suwali moment for him. I think he might be lucky to get away with that high tackle with only a penalty, maybe.
Is that a suspension or not? I don't know the rules very well, to be honest. Is that a suspension or is it a sin bin and a suspension?
Oh, well, you need to be, for a suspension in the SRL, you need to be sent to the bin. So he will be safe in the judiciary as long as he doesn't do it again.
Fair enough.
We got Mellor, wide ball out to Dolan. He's being driven towards the sideline, and I thought he might have just put his toes on the sideline, but touch judge is right there, says he stayed in. Og now trying for the crash play, gets flipped over short of the line though. Fifth tackle now. Let's see if Roosters have anything up their sleeve. Over to Mellor. Oh, that's a shocking pass, and I think the Roosters were a bit lost there, and Prakash just dives on the ball, and that was a bit of a shocker at the end of that set.
Yeah, it's the classic old forward getting away sort of play there, and it's really known in the SRL. They got the kick away, but it was probably not the best option as Rigord. Bit of a run. Oh, beautiful done. Holy, he's outpacing the fullback. Oh my god. Oh,
he's gone.
He's gone.
Oh. He's dragged down 20 meters short of the line. What a run from Wriggle there. He was the Panthers' best player last week. He was on an absolute mission at that hooker position, and it looks like he's still got that fire in his eyes, I guess you'd say. That was an amazing run.
Nearly.
Lomu taken down there on the 10. Fifth tackle for the Panthers. They're in very good position. Kowal. That's a grubber. That's a good one. And Prakash, the captain, he goes over for the first try of the game. 6 minutes in. What a kick by Kowal, and just an amazing line being run by Prakash. That's just teamwork right there.
And there you go, Kowal. His first kick finally works this year. A kick finally works for old Kowal. He had a couple stinkers last week, as we can call them. But there you go. A kick finally worked for old Kowal, and the captain just strolls over with ease. No defenders in sight, and Penrith take the first blood.
Yeah, Prakash will be very happy with that one. He's a forward, so he doesn't get over the line too often, but it's always special when they do get over the line. I can speak from experience myself as a forward, and I'm sure you can too, Tim, playing a hooker.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's a very good start from the Panthers here, and the Roosters, they're just looking a bit weak defensively. It just seems like Panthers are getting line breaks whenever they want them, as their
Yeah,
defensive sets haven't looked strong.
yeah, the defense needs to muscle up, I think, for the Roosters. Like I said before, they've got a strong team. They've got a great captain and Matty Harris. You know, they've got some good signings recently, and just they need to muscle up and stop letting Penrith run them through the park.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Prakash has taken the first hit up after his own try. You'd love to see the effort from the big man. And now it's Johnson just running up to the 20, that one. Going on the short side here. Prakash, another run. He is just demanding the ball non-stop. I think he might have something against the Roosters. We go Wilson. He's going up to the 40-meter line. He might see a 40-20 here. Looks like Kovala's in the pocket. Yeah, and he asks for it. And it's a shocker.
Stinker.
And Weston, he makes a break. Taken down by Mansour, though. We've seen two early kicking chances taken by both teams, and it's just been a bit of a shocker. But Turney, straight through the line. The Roosters are in great field position right now. 12 meters out. Second tackle. They have a lot of tackles to play with here. And, punch! Making his presence known. Just rattling that Panthers defense. Getting close to the line. Now it's to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's going to drive over, but he's been flipped on his back. Wilke doesn't need to take it up to the bunker. He already knows. He's right there on the spot. That's Turney to Ralph. Ralph to Punch. Oh, I thought Punch was about to steamroll over some people there. And fifth tackle, once again held up. Wilke's not taking anything to the bunker here. Last tackle goes to Ralph. Ralph with a good kick, and Butler, he's over. The halves combining. Butler, how good is that from him? And an amazing kick from Ralph. We've seen two very good grubbers to start this game off. And both have had tries on the back of them. Both teams just utilizing that very strong short kicking game that their halves have.
Yeah, and Jimmy Ralph, he's been pulled out of the hooker position after having a stinker last week. 5 forward passes, and he sets up a try for his halves partner, and just like that, the class player, Charlie Butler, follows through and scores. And he loves scoring a mate pie, doesn't Charlie? Scored a couple last season. He looks to continue it this season.
Yeah, I think so, Tim. It was very good heads-up play by the Roosters there. Something that you like to see from a team. It shows a lot of confidence in the halves. And maybe not too much confidence, as that is a Jack Carl kick right there. I think he's left the league and handed the baton on to someone else there. And we might have a new Jack Carl. Welcome back.
I don't know how you missed that kick, to be honest, Muzzer. I think anyone could have made that, to be honest, but we're looking to get that back as Roosters now down.
Yeah, Roosters, they could have easily leveled that. That's really going to hurt them later in this game. We know how important those 2 points are in the SRL, especially in games that seem to be as close as this. Just going shot for shot, try for try. And Roosters might have shot themselves in the foot a little bit there.
Bit of a let off there, Muzzer, but still Roosters will try and find their way back as, muscled. Weston has been muscled just then.
Yeah, Weston making no post-contact meters there. And Butler with the early kick, and we've seen another shank. I think the halves just need to keep it in their hands. Maybe don't touch it on the foot on the early kicks, because we've seen a few stinkers to start this one off. Holy.
Can't kick. They cannot kick this season.
Yeah, just struggling to get those good kicks away. And now we've got very good attacking opportunity for the Panthers. Fourth tackle, 15 meters out. Going to Johnson. He's driving up to 10-meter line. Panthers are in a very good position now. We might see a bomb. We'll see that from Matt Oos. It's a good kick. But, what? Wilson! What has happened there? I don't even think he was competing for it. We're going to need to see a replay.
Oh, it's gone right
It's
through his
gone
hands.
straight through his hands. He's been lathering himself up with baby oil before the game, and it's just slipped straight through him. And Wilson,
Oh,
how about that? I think he scored 2 tries last week. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he is a try-scoring freak this season.
you're most certainly right, Muzzer. He did score 2 last week, and that's his 3rd try for the season. You love to see your big boy cross over, and wow, that's an all-time stinker there. I've said it 3 times this game now. Stinker. It's just gone right through his arms. I think that was Weston. Was it Weston, Muzz?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's struggling so far at fullback. Yeah, he's just let it go right through his arms, and now Penrith lead by
Yeah,
8
maybe.
points.
Yeah, just maybe the nerves just getting to him there. Seeing Big Wilson just running onto him, and Prakash, that was a long pass for the first hit up there. And Prakash has just wanted the ball a lot this game, hasn't he? This forward rotation for the Panthers is just very strong, having Wilson and Prakash both starting for them. It's something that you can't take for granted. Wilson just being a try-scoring freak, and apparently Prakash as well now, because both try scorers, both starting props for the Panthers.
Oh,
We
he's
got
taking another
Prakash.
hit up.
Yeah,
He's eager.
he's just a man on a mission. He hasn't stopped calling for the ball here. He's going to be very tired after his stint here. We got Caval. Oh, that's a bit of a shanker. It wasn't even on 4th tackle like normal. And Weston trying to make up for that absolute shocker they had a bit earlier. He doesn't get too far though. Matty Harris, he's making a few post-contact meters. Roosters, they're in good position now. They're going tit for tat at the moment. Panthers and Roosters. Goodwin just getting him that much closer. 3rd tackle now. They're 12 meters out. It's going Butler to Og. Og, he's not going to be able to push over. 4th tackle now. Going short side. Mellor, he's driven back though. Great tackle by, I think that's Cyrus Marks, who missed round 1 due to disciplinary reasons. But I think that Punch has lost his kicking license. That's 2 shockers from him there.
Was
One
that Punch
earlier.
or Matty? I think that was Matty.
Oh, was that Matty?
I think that was Matt Harris.
Matt Harris. Maybe leave the work to your halves.
Yeah, Matty Harris. Thought he was Isaiah Yo there for a second, didn't he?
Yeah, he might need to retire.
He might need to actually retire, old Matty Harris. That was a stinker of a kick, but yeah, Penrith back on the prowl.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we've got Mansour just on the 40-meter line. Panthers, let's see if they can make something happen here. They've been very explosive when they've had the ball, especially in these type of opportunities where Roosters just make mistakes and invite them to have the ball. Johnson now crossing over the halfway line. 4th tackle going short side. Mendonca, he's not going to be able to go anywhere. He's driven back. Very good tackle from the Roosters. 5th tackle now. Matthews, he's been kicking a lot better than Caval lately. And Weston, he picks it up. Doesn't drop this one, but oh, that's a line break for him. Gets over the 20-meter line, but Mansour is ready, waiting to stop him there.
Yeah, Penrith have done...
Oh,
Oh, no.
that is a shocker. They just went... the short side play was not on there, and it's ruled forward. And now the Panthers, they've got very easy field position.
Was that Jimmy Ralph again? Get him out of the hooker spot. I don't know if it was Jimmy, but it was a forward pass and far out. Roosters just hurting themselves here. Penrith might...
Oh, Mansour.
Oh.
He's
Nearly.
flipped. Okay. Oh, he needs to take this one up to the bunker. Doesn't trust his own eyes. But he's called it correctly. I don't think he's gotten that one down. Panthers, they still have tackles to play with here. See if they can think of something. 3rd tackle. Johnson, he's just going to run it himself, the vice captain. 4th tackle now. Wriggle to Allison. Just trying to crash over, utilize those big forwards that they have, and at the moment it's just not working. Will Kay wants to take it up again.
Just
Another no
wasting our
try.
time.
He's wasting our time here, Will Kay. That one's going to be a no try as well. It'll be fifth tackle now. Let's see if Panthers can get it away from their forwards maybe. I don't think that they trust their half. Oh, but Matt Oos, that's a
Oh,
kick for himself. How good is that? Absolute heads-up play. The fullback was nowhere in sight. Matt Oos just grubbers it through the line and runs in and scores himself.
one of the greatest things in rugby league, none less than a half seeing space and kicking it for themselves and just scoring a bloody beautiful try. Sione Matus is a gun player. Grand
Yeah,
finals. He's made
absolutely.
a couple appearances in the grand final, but there you go. Wow, what a try.
Tyler Weston, what was he doing in that play? Matt Oos just looked out, didn't see him at all. I think he might have been chatting to someone on the grandstands. Just not paying attention at all. Matt Oos just grubbers it through, and that's an amazing try for him. It's great to see for him.
I can already predict what's going to happen next week, Muzz. I think we're going to see a new fullback, to be honest, for the Roosters, aren't we?
Yeah, might be going a new fullback every week for the Roosters. They really seem to be a bit lost after losing Rakamanu. I'm surprised they let him go because he was just such a big part of that team last season, and he was very good for them, very strong fullback. And he's left the Roosters to go for a fullback opportunity. And I'm just now looking at the Broncos team list, and he's been named on the wing. So it's a bit surprising.
Oh, he must be chucking a tantrum over that one, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine he'd be too happy about it. Just not what I would expect from him. But Roosters, they just seem a bit lost in the fullback position right now. It's Johnson just running past the 30-meter line. Panthers have been a lot stronger than the Roosters so far. And Roosters really need to think of something and hope that something goes their way, because at the moment they're just not in this contest. And Matt Oos, that's a
Oh,
good kick from him. It's very deep. Taken well by Weston though. He makes a half break. Just can't get away from Cyrus Marks. It's a great tackle from him. From Melhurt to Dolan. Dolan, he gets a little half break. These Panthers are just jumping on their backs every time they make a half break. The Roosters are trying so hard, but they just can't get away. And Matty Harris, that's a strong fend from him. Roosters are just steamrolling up the field right now. There's Ralph to Jensen. Jensen gets a break. That's good. They've gotten a half break or a break every single set at the moment. And Weston to Edwards. Edwards creeps down the sideline. He's taken down 12 meters out. Very good tackle from the Panthers. Can Roosters pull something out of the hat, out of the magic trick hat? And Matty Harris, he's gotten the ball again. He's kicked it, and oh!
Oh my. Oh, and he's gone for it again.
He's made a double movement there. That's almost a penalty. Oh, but hit off the ball. What are the Roosters doing? They're just punishing the Panthers at the moment with these big hits. And Matty Harris, he wants one. He's going to get close.
Oh, he's going to get
He's gotten over. Matty Harris. Wilke wants to take it up. But he's saying it's a try. And there's... Oh, he's gotten in the way, Wilke. Doesn't want us to see. This one will show it. And yeah, he's gotten that one.
I guess Matty Harris doesn't need to retire after that one.
With every tackle, every strike, he's soaring high up in the sky. Matty Harris, rock of the Roosters.
And yeah, that really hurt the Penrith there, the Penrith Panthers, and just like that, Roosters strike back.
Yeah, it was just a huge hit. I'm not even sure who it was on, but Panthers just lost possession from it. And that, if you don't want to lose possession, the worst place to lose it is right in front of your goal line. And look, if the Panthers were able to keep the Roosters out there, I would have been amazed. Just a full set on your line, it's not easy to defend, and they didn't even need the full set. Matty Harris just barging over, too big and too strong. You can't stop him that close.
Yeah, Matty Harris, classy player, and just seen a bit of space there, and he just muscles up. And like I said, man, Roosters have that strength. They just need to use it to an advantage, and see they did, and they score a try off of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the both forward packs just absolutely very strong, and I think since the interchanges happened and Lennox Prakash and Wilson came off, the Panthers just haven't had that same energy, I think.
Yeah, it's the I don't know if I'm using it correctly here. The captain's knock, maybe. You know, captains, they always bring that energy, and Cash being off, it's not the best for Penrith, you know.
Oh, that's a better full tackle
It's a great kick.
The best one that we've seen so far this game. But Mansour, oh, he nearly runs through the line, taken down 20 meters out from his own in goal. And Allison, he's taken that one. I thought Cyrus Marks was about to get in the way there. Oh, not Cyrus Marks. Somebody was in the way. Mataus over to Marks. Marks gets a break. Marks
Oh, go.
showing us what we missed in round 1 by not having him in the team. Very good game from him so far in the center position. But Mataus, he's on the wing. What does he think he can do? He's playing anywhere. We know he can play at lock. He's playing a 5'8" and wing right now. Cyrus Marks inside to... Oh, Johnson to Allison. Offload City over here. Goes deep to Mataus. Mataus, oh, that's a very shallow kick. And Mellor has no problem getting that one. And he makes a good little run after he takes the ball as well. Tim, what do you think that the Roosters need to do right now to just get on top? But never mind, Weston. He's telling us what they need to do. He's trying to make up for his bit of a shocker that he's had so far. And Kerrigan just steamrolling up the field. Panthers, they're just on their skates. Can't even get on side. Roosters are just moving way too quick right now. Weston, they're just playing, they're playing touch footy at the moment. Just passing the ball everywhere.
Yeah. They just need to make more line breaks like Weston does. Get
Oh,
Weston the
but
ball.
Buckley.
Bruce Buckley.
He's passed it.
Oh,
Ralph, oh,
Oh,
that's a
nearly.
great tackle. I thought he was about to score. It's 5th tackle now. Where are they going? They take it over to Jensen. Jensen, that's a beautiful bomb. But, oh, Mendonca
oh.
has no problem taking it. The big man from the wing. Panthers, that's a bit of a let-off. It was looking very scary for them there. Now
Here we
Ginger
have
Palm making his
Ginger
impact. Very
Ginger
impactful
Palm.
player.
Yes.
So you
Now
saw
have a
last
7 tackle
week.
set for sorry to interrupt. Yeah, Penrith 7 tackle set now, and just Roosters, sort of hurting themselves there. It was a great kick, but the chase wasn't really there, to be honest. So
Yeah, the
Penrith
kick
have a great
chase.
attack chance now.
Yeah, absolutely. But Irwin, straight through the line, and oh, he's just... when a big man finds himself in space, they seem to not really know what to do with the footy and just want to get it away. And problem with that is they just chuck it into the opposition, and just like that, Roosters have the ball back. Oh, Buckley.
Oh,
Huge hit. He's been a man on a mission since he came on. It might be the difference between the teams, just the absolute class that they have on the benches. So Roosters, we know how strong their bench is. Just very strong there. We got Butler just running it up. I think he sees a prop. 5th tackle now. What Roosters going to do? Oh, Buckley, he's been so good, but he just gets in the way there. They'll be disappointed with that one, the Roosters. That's a bit of a let-off.
the 5th tackle prop gets in the way. It always happens as Mendonca. Oh, great run from the winger.
Yeah,
Bit
just
of a
coming in
let-off there.
field. Very good run from him. And Mansour, the back's just getting involved here late in this second half. 2nd tackle, they're nearly at the halfway line. Going to Johnson. He's just taken down by Buckley. Going to Mataus. Mataus to Ginger Palm, making his impact known once again. It's not easy to miss him on the field. He's got that bright orange hair. We got Wriggle just playing the ball. Mataus now. Dolan takes it. He's going to run. But, oh, beautiful tackle from Cyrus Marks. He's been on fire this game.
Yeah, Cyrus Marks, classy player. He's showing his impact. They missed him in round 1, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They just kind of missed that reliability on that center position.
Oh,
But, oh, a bit of a cheeky inside ball there for Weston. And he hasn't really been able to capitalize on his moments too much. He's had a few good half breaks, and Butler there just taken down. But I think that Weston just needs to back himself a bit more and show a bit more confidence, maybe.
holy, Matty Harris has just gone for a 40-20.
He thinks he's a half, but Mansour, he goes through the line. He's got one person only near him, but he's taken down by the little man. I'm not even sure who that is. Is that Weston?
Weston.
Very good from Western, and a great run from Mansour as well. Panthers' second tackle, they're only 5 meters out. They would very much love to get a try here just before half time, and oh, that'll be 6 again. Wriggle wants a try. He's going to drive, but he's just flipped. Will Kay doesn't need to take it up to the bunker. He saw that one. It's going to be Kowal. He just runs it himself. Was about to do a dummy, I think, but a bit too close to the defensive line to do that. And Allison just steaming onto the ball. Oh, getting very close. Third tackle now. Crash play for Mataus. That was never working. Little man in Mataus. Kowal over to Downey. Downey's driven back easily. Very good defense from the Roosters there. And Panthers. It's fifth tackle now. What do they have? Mataus. It's a bit deep, but they've got Cyrus Marks. They've got Cyrus. Cyrus Marks having an all-time game for a centre. How good is that? Getting that try for his team. Very new to this Penrith Panthers squad on his debut for the team. And look at that. I don't think that you can have a much better debut for a team.
What a player, what a bloke. You know, his energy is amazing. And just like that, he scores a banging try. What a player Cyrus Marks is. Penrith are lucky to have him.
Yeah, he's a very good signing to this Panthers squad. And maybe just Cyrus shown that the Broncos were holding him back. As that was a very classy try from him. And Mataus, that was a very well-weighted kick as well. Just perfect for his centre to go in and grab it. And Mataus, he'll be happy with his performance so far tonight. He's been great as well. So we got Butler just putting the ball on the tee now, getting ready for the kickoff. Only 30 seconds left in the half. So not going to see too much more footy, but Roosters, they still want to kick it off. Maybe the Panthers can find another try before halftime. That would be insane, wouldn't it? It goes over a big pass to Prakash, and Prakash straight through the line. He's lost everyone. What is he doing there? Absolute madman in Prakash. Not even sure why he's doing it. Maybe stat padding. But that's the first half. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to this amazing Wednesday night clash between the Roosters and the Panthers. The Panthers just getting on top at the end of that second half with an amazing try. And Roosters, they have a lot to try and get on top of here. They were outclassed in that first half, and Panthers just look better at all times, really.
Yeah, Penrith done a great job so far, you know, really exposing the Roosters. You know, Roosters making a lot of errors, and Penrith just capitalising off of it. You know, great show from the halves, or Sonny Mataus, and just Cyrus Marks. So the energy has been really brought from Lennox, Cyrus. So Penrith just doing a great job, and we'll see how they go in the second half here.
Yeah, I agree, Tim. It's just very good. And Cyrus, once again, he's a madman. He scored the try just before half-time. He's just gotten a break there. He's been the Panthers' best player, you'd think, so far this game. It's between him and Mataus, I reckon. Because they've both been amazing. All these Panthers have just been on a mission so far tonight. And Mataus, speak of the devil, punts it down to Dolan. Dolan steps one. He's taken towards the sideline. He's just managed to stay in very close to the sideline there. Just flirting with it. And Cody Ogg just not able to make too many meters there. This Penrith defense is just locking down at the moment. And that's an offload. Going to lose a couple meters on it. Roosters just behind the 40-meter line. Goodwin, long ball over to Ralph. Ralph just running into the Panthers defenders. Goodwin, he's just playing a lot of a link role so far, Goodwin. I think he's moved over to lock with Matty Harris moving into the props. It's going back to Butler. Butler, not as long as you'd want it. Going to Mendonca. He steps one. Mendonca! He's going to get all the way up to the halfway line, and that's an amazing start for the Panthers. It's Prakash, he's running it up. Almost to the 40-meter line. Wriggle, short side to Irwin. That's a good offload, but they're going to lose a couple meters on it, actually. They're going right to Allison, to Wilson. Wilson's taken down very nicely there.
Hold the 10.
Wriggle sends it to Lind, to Mansour. Over to Marks again. He just loves getting his hands on the ball, doesn't he?
Lock in.
It's going to be fifth tackle now. Panthers are maybe just close enough for an attacking kick. And they get one. It's not the worst kick. And, oh, Wriggle gets it, but he's taken down. Oh, man. Would that have been something for Wriggle to drop down to score a try there? Now Roosters, they're back on the attack.
Little man, he could have gotten a try there, but almost Penrith doing a great job to start the game off with, and Roosters just feeling the pressure. And again, Cyrus Marks doing a great job to start the half off with. Had a half break in that set there as well, so
3 back with me.
doing a really good job so far.
Let him go.
Yeah, Cyrus has just looked very strong this game. You can't really fault him, but O'Driscoll on his club and his actual SRL debut just makes a nice break there. Very good from him. And we got Kerrigan just running it up. Roosters, that wasn't a bad set from them. They might be close enough for an attacking kick. They decide to punt it. Butler just punts it all over down to Mendonca. He's not going to be able to step any. That's a very good result for the Roosters.
Great defense here, and there's Errol Ray Romano. Pass the ball down. Allison. He's had a bit of a quiet game, don't you think, Muzza at 13? I haven't really seen him much, to be honest.
Yeah, very quiet game from him. He just hasn't really gotten involved in this game. He hasn't taken many hit-ups, and when he has, he's just been driven back. He just hasn't been very strong on the field at the moment. I think Lennox has almost taken that role from him and just stepped up in that capacity. And we got Lind over to Allison. He's trying to prove us wrong, but he just drives forward in that one, makes a few post-contact meters. Fifth tackle on their 40. That's not the best set from the Panthers. Oh, but Edwards. All the Roosters backs just making mistakes. They say it wasn't a knock on there, but there was maybe just a hint of it going forward. So Touchy was right there on the spot. He says it was fine. And this Roosters back three, they're having a bit of a shocker at the moment with their hands.
Yeah, the game has it all. And I think it was that Edwards. I think it was Edwards. I don't know, but
I believe so.
The wingers are such, for the Roosters, they're just such a great bunch, and that error could have been crucial, but lucky they called it back
O'Driscoll.
as,
2 line breaks already on your debut. You gotta love that. Very good. Very strong signs from the rookie. Very good things to come, maybe, from a future star of the game. And Mansour takes the ball nicely, but he's just taken down. And you'd almost think with the amount of drop balls from the Roosters here, maybe the Panthers have just like lathered the ball in butter or something. It maybe makes sense for what's going on here, because this is insane. But Prakash, what an animal. Someone stop him. He offloads, loses about 10 meters in the process, but man, he's just been an absolute animal. And Johnson now, the 1-2 punch, the captain and the vice captain, has taken hit ups. And man, if I'm the Roosters right now, I'm trying to wrap up. Oh wait, hold on.
Great kick.
That is an amazing 40-20 from Lind, coming in at half time into the halves. And that is just amazing. Allison! Tim, he heard you talking about him. It's the commentator's blessing. How about that for a run?
It's the reverse curse. He's got the blessing from the commentators. Allison just off the tap. Terrible defense. Fins off. Oh, that's...
you hate that for your debut. You hate that for your debut.
He
Getting
shows the
fended
young
off.
fella what's up, and then scores a
Fended
try,
off,
and
yeah.
wow.
Fended
Jeez,
off by
what a
one of the
try.
best in the game. You can't really pin it on him too harshly, because he's been very good to start this game off. And look, you can't defend against that. Jackson Allison just running into you full pelt, stiff arms you. What can you do? Happens to the best of us. O'Driscoll has just had an amazing debut game, and look,
Just like
it's a part of the night he'll want to forget, but there's plenty of time for him to make up for it though. Now Butler, he's gonna kick it off here. 30-10 is the scoreline. Panthers, they just seem to be running away with it. It's an amazing start to this game. Well, it's not even the start anymore. Start to the half. And they just got to work it out their end and keep on applying this pressure. But Tim, what do you think that the Roosters need to do? What do they need to fix to try and get back in this game?
I don't know.
Oh, but
They're going
Wriggle.
to muscle up the defense there. Wriggle is just wriggling his way through the defense there. And, mate, their defense is just terrible so far. They need to muscle up. They need to stop being so compact and just, I don't know. It's just hasn't been working out there for the Roosters.
Yeah, it just seems like they're just not in sync at the moment. And Lind with another kick. It's not a bad one actually, but Cody Ogg takes that very nicely. Very good take from Cody Ogg. Basically didn't even look at it, just held his hands out in front of him and it just landed in there. But O'Driscoll trying to make up for it. He's being an absolute animal with the line breaks at the moment. That's 3 to his name now. And one fend into space from Jackson Allison. We can forgive that though. We're going short side to Dolan. Dolan steps one, but he's taken down nicely right after by Sione Mataus. Over to Turney. Turney trying to just run it up, but gets driven back in the process. 5th tackle now. Can the Roosters find something? Going over to Goodwin. Goodwin with a pretty bad kick. No one's there following it, but Marks getting straight through. The animal in Cyrus Marks. He's just gone straight through the defense and he's scored. 34-10. Cyrus Marks, you are an animal.
Marks, oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. He is an animal, a freak of nature, and wow. I think he's just found his position. Was he playing wing there?
He's shifted into the wing in the second half.
He's just cut right through him, and the line breaks are just incredible. And wow, I'm blown away by Cyrus Marks' performance out there. And wow, they missed him in game 1, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. The man with the chin strap, just an absolute man on a mission. You can't stop him. I'm afraid of him. We might need to have a talk to him after the game, because this is just ridiculous. It's you haven't seen much of a better performance this season by a back. He's just been that guy. I can't even put it into words. It's just amazing from him. And Lennox once again just taking the hit up off the kickoff. He loves it. The captain in the Panthers. Mataus over to Johnson. Oh, Johnson straight through the line. And the offload to Matty Harris, though. Gets his big, bold head in the way. And Roosters, they've got the ball back in pretty decent position. O'Driscoll once again taking that hit up. Getting very involved, the debutant. It's going to be Ralph over to Kerrigan. It's going over the 20-meter line. Roosters, they just need to find a few more meters here and put in an attacking kick, I reckon. Goodwin just going to run it up. 10 meters out now. They're set up on the short side. That's where they'll go. It's over to Edwards, but oh, who's there? Who's there to stop him? It's Cyrus Marks.
It's Cyrus.
The animal. Over to Ralph. That's a great kick from Ralph, but oh, Allison. He takes that very nicely, and he's managed to stay in the field of play too. What a player. After you were talking a bit of smack about him, Tim, he's gone and just been amazing.
He's done great so far.
There he is again.
There he is again.
Breaking the tackle. Oh, the high tackle.
tackle.
It looked like he might have knocked that one on, but it's a big let off there with that high tackle. And Panthers are just going to keep on moving up the field. Jackson Allison, just an animal at the moment, along with Cyrus Marks. And man, the Panthers, they are just unstoppable.
The energy from this Penrith team is just crazy. Cyrus Marks, Lennox McCrash, Jackson Allison, all just doing a great job. And wow, I've never expected Cyrus Marks to have such a career game against such a powerhouse team in the Sydney Roosters. And Roosters going to be disappointed with this one. I think, not to say anything too early, they did make a good comeback last week, but might be ruling out. Oh, comeback. There he is, Matty Harris. That wasn't Matty Harris.
No, I think it was. Oh, Ray Romano.
There he is.
He's straight through the line. And the Panthers are blitzing them. The Roosters don't even know what's going on. What a try from the man in the centres. And look at that. Just a clean step and runs over the line. beautiful. No fullback in sight, really. Ginger Pom, I think that was. Oh, maybe not. That might have been the man on debut in O'Driscoll. That couldn't stop him there, but it was a good effort.
Yeah, it was a redhead out that way. It might have been Og or something, but yeah, 40-10. We'll see if it's 42-10. Oh, no, 40-10. That's a crazy scoreline. Even against the Roosters, such a crazy team. And Penrith probably weren't favourites for this game, I think. But wow, what a scoreline.
Yeah, wow. It's something to behold. You didn't expect this scoreline at the start of the game. Just the Panthers just trying to prove everyone wrong. I think in every single prediction at the moment, the Panthers have been listed at last for the spoon. And I'll tell you what, this team doesn't look like a team that wants the spoon. They are just on fire this game. And it might just be a bit of a call out to the league, but Johnson, he's just absolutely smashed and taken back about 5 meters for his trouble as well. Irwin just getting back involved in this game. He's been a bit quiet this game. Been a very strong second rower for the Panthers over the last couple seasons. And Mansour straight through the line. He's going to be taken down by Weston. Getting over the halfway line. Inside ball. Oh, but Goodwin's there. He takes that one nicely. Just relieving pressure for the Roosters. Maybe they can just try and get back on the board here. So they've been shut out since probably around the 20th minute this game. Just has not been pretty for the Roosters fans. But Edwards going straight through the line. He's taken down. Mansour's going to be stuck at marker. They can shift the ball out, but they're not going to. Kerrigan's going to take a settler on the 10-meter line. Going short side. Ralph, it's a loose ball, but it's not a knock-on. Must have been a Falcon. 5th tackle now. Can Roosters find something? It's going to be a bomb. That's a well-placed kick. It's going to hit the crossbar. And Mansour! Mansour's going to take it. Oh, what a player. He's gone. No one's going to catch him. All the Panthers are just in support. They're running with him. And Mansour, how about that for a play? Turning a defensive play into a try.
What a try. And what a player, Mansour. He sees it bounce back. You know that's going to hit the crossbar. He was there for it. And just like that, runs, I don't know, probably like 103 meters there. Wow, what a team the Panthers have here. They just ran 100 meters for that try, and it's going to be 46-10 in just a second. And wow, I did not expect this.
Yeah, look, at the moment, if you're the Roosters, you're hoping that you're not about to concede 50 points. We all know the myth about what happens if you concede 50 points in a game. Not sure if it applies to the SRL, but it's definitely a thing in the NRL. No team that has ever conceded 50 points has gone on to win the premiership. And man, this Roosters squad, they are just not looking very happy right now.
Yeah, definitely not. Matty Harris, he's such a class act, and this team has just not done so well. They might be missing Blair Curtin today. I don't know. He might be the difference. But yeah, it's just not looking good so far for the Roosters. They're about to go 0-2 this season so far, and if they concede 50, barring that it still goes in the SRL, they won't be able to win the premiership.
Yeah, and Callum Irwin just taking a nice hit up there, nearly getting through the line. We're on the 40-meter line, actually. They might go for a 40-20. They're going
Surely
to.
not.
Matt Oos. Look, it doesn't really matter at this point, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter Oos, but look, it wasn't the best kick from him, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, just taking a hit up there. Look, the Panthers, I'm sure they'd love to get a few more points on the board though. But Kerrigan straight through the line. He's gotten a pass away as well. It's a beautiful pass to Edwards. Edwards holds onto that ball. Long pass now to Kerrigan. Kerrigan to Mellett. Playing in the front row now. Just come back on the field about 8 minutes ago. Going short side. Cyrus Marks, he's not there this time, but I think someone else is. I'm not even sure who that is at the
Jason
centre.
Lomu.
Lomu. Yeah, moved over to that center position. But, oh, beautiful from Prakash. How about that? Have you seen something classy as that? Just kicks it up into his hands. Doesn't even bother bending over for it.
We love a forward try saver there, and Lennox Prakash just gets his body in the way and picks it up. Matty Harris kicks the ball there, and it just doesn't really go into any Bruce's hands, and just like that, Penrith have the ball back. 10 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and they don't
Just
look
over
like they're
here
done
is-
yet.
oh,
And
Marks,
Cyrus
he's-
Marks, guess who's back?
He's held there.
The
Here
real
he
Cyrus
is.
Marks. And Wriggle, he's just going to take a hit. Oh, how good from him. He's breaking
Wriggle.
tackles. Wriggle, he's a player, isn't he? He is a player.
Held.
I think he's been the best hooker so far this season. Just in the opening 2 rounds, he's just been an animal. And Metcalf with a big kick. That was an amazing kick by Metcalf, actually.
Oh,
And an amazing tackle as well.
stops him in the 10.
Yeah, very good from Matthews.
Held. 2.
Mellett now just trying to run it up for his team. He's not going to get far, though. Makes about 5 meters. Ralph to Kerrigan.
He's
Making a
held
few
there.
post-contact
3
meters.
back
The,
with me.
the Roosters, they really just need to try and get this ball as far away from their try line as possible.
4. Move.
They're going inside to punch. They're driven back, but that's a beautiful offload
Oh.
to Mellett. Mellett, he's just saved this Roosters set.
He's held there.
Maybe just saved them a few more points as well, you'd hope. It's going to be Ralph just kicking it into the corner, right where it needs to go. But it's gone to Cyrus Marks,
Uh-oh.
and that smells trouble.
Oh,
But, oh, Marks just taken down on the 30.
watch out. Mansell's got the ball here.
Oh,
Oh!
On the keep going.
Mellett
Oh.
just telling Mansell that he deserves to not go through this line. Just shoring up this defense. Very good from Mellett. He's definitely made an impact since he's came back on the field. They have missed him.
He's held there. 4.
This Roosters
Rohan's
team,
back out here.
they just need to hold on. And Prakash, oh, of course it's Prakash, just weaving through the line. He's just dancing. Absolute monster. He's going to be eating lobster tonight, Lennox Prakash. It's going to Edwards. Edwards steps 1, but he's taken down on the 30.
Tackle 1. Held. Move.
Roosters once again just find themselves in this position, trying to work it out of their own half.
That's your second.
They're-
He's
This
held
is
there.
a much better start to the set, though. Going to Matty Harris. Over to Butler. He's going to just flop down over the halfway line.
Hands away.
3rd tackle now. Matty Harris is playing that link role. He's come back on at lock. Ralph just making those post-contact meters.
Get up. 4. Get
And
back
Tim.
with me.
Oh, never mind, but
There
Jensen
he goes.
straight through the line.
The last. Marcus.
Just trying to make some meters for his team. It's a real struggle out there for the Roosters. And a few players have just been able to make an impact, but oh, that's a
Oh.
shocker. Metcalf takes that, and Metcalf's going to be away.
Metcalf!
Metcalf,
He's
he's
off. Oh.
just taken down by Kerrigan.
Held.
I thought he was away for a second there. Oh, Cyrus Marks looks like he wanted that ball there, but he didn't get it. He got
2
cut out.
hands away.
Would have loved to see him get his hands on the ball one more time. And Wriggle, he's going to pass to Prakash. Over to Irwin.
He's held there. 3. Hands off.
It's going to be Matthews. Inside ball to Prakash. Oh, he's just been an animal. Someone stop him.
Oh, Jesus.
Tackle 4. Hands
Almost
got
10
there.
meters out. They're going to the right. Going to find Cyrus Marks maybe, but no. Lynn just tucks it under the arm and runs it. Not really concerned about getting any points here. Matthews goes out there for Cyrus Marks. Actually, it's not going to be him. Johnson was the person contesting for that ball, but that's a beautiful end to the set there. Just letting the Roosters have it and make them work it out of their in-goal. Not in-goal, their 10-meter line.
held.
The defense from Penrith has just been something else. I don't even know what happened there. When they locked up the fullback for Roosters, they just got in the way. 2 of them in the tackle. And
Oh, Matty
that was-
Harris
oh,
making meters for his team. You'd like to see that from the captain. In a well-beaten side, just still putting in that effort. And Edwards, he's running far. He's going to just be taken down by Mansour. He's been a lot better this half. He's been very strong in the line breaks, and his runs has been very good. It's just going to be good kick out there to Mandonka. He's taken down. That's a very good end to the set there from the Roosters. Like next best thing other than points at the moment for them, really. But Kowal, he's
Oh,
straight through the line.
this bloke's
How far is he
fast.
going to get? He's going to get to the halfway line. That's very good from Rahul.
He's held there. That's
Coming
his
on at the
second.
props at the death of this game. It's gone to the short side. Lind, he's just going to run it up. Not too concerned with any flashy plays at the moment. With only a minute left to go. But Metcalf, over to Cyrus. Oh, he nearly breaks through the line. He's just been on fire.
Held.
You'd love to see from Cyrus. And Johnson just hitting it up. They're not too concerned with it.
He's held there. 5 holding
Just trying to
again.
end this game with a bit of class here. It's going to be Lind just putting it up in the middle of the field. And Prakash, he gets the ball. Out leaps Weston, I'm pretty sure. And wow, what a game this was, Tim.
Wow, Roosters, they're going to be eating shrimp with the Wimps today. Wow, it's a big scoreline for like a team like this. Penrith, they've just shown that they have some heart in there, and Roosters, they've got a lot to work on today. Just not good enough. They couldn't break. Well, they could break the line, but they just weren't doing enough. As see the possession, the errors, and
Yeah,
not much of
wow.
a difference for the tackles. Yeah,
It's definitely,
Jeez.
it's a bit shocking when you look at all the stats, isn't it, Tim? And
yeah.
the Roosters, they're definitely going to want to call up Liam Rogers and book an appointment to eat some shrimp with the Wimps. But yeah, that's just an absolute masterclass from the Panthers. You can't really ask much more from your team if you're Lennox Prakash and Matty Harris. Look, next week, hopefully the inclusion of Blair Curtin will help them out a lot, because this has just not been a good game for them. Not a game to remember. Anyways,
Definitely.
as we look at some of these stats, it's just the completions weren't even that different from the two teams. You just look at the possession though. It's just incredible. 61% for the Panthers. That's insane. Not something that you see too often in the SRL actually. And eight tries as well is just diabolical, isn't it?
Yeah, they nearly had 50, and it would have been good if they had got 50. I wanted to see
Yeah, it would have been
the
nice.
scenes.
It would have been something to see there. And as we see, Weston had a bit of a mixed bag tonight. Just only making 171 meters, and I assume when we look at the Panthers stats, we're gonna see a lot more than that from their players. But yeah, it's hard to give them much praise. We just see a few missed tackles on the board here.
Yeah. Jimmy Rao, 4 missed tackles. He's
Yeah, it's
been
not something
regarded
that
as
you
one of
want.
the best. Can't really make him there. Not
Yeah.
good.
Matty Harris just also had a relatively quiet night besides the try. He definitely he was leading by example, but you can't do enough in that type of game. It's like, how much more could he do? Not much else that this team could have done. It was just a masterclass from the Panthers, really.
Definitely. I want to say the Penrith stats.
Yeah, I'll stop the suspense and
Oh,
wow. How about that? That is
wow.
insane. Look at Lennox as well.
57
207.
minutes.
Yeah, 207 in 57 minutes. You have got to be kidding me. That is insane.
You beauty.
Cyrus on the wing and the center, 40 minutes at each. He's made 9 tackles, which is pretty darn good. Made a couple missed tackles, but look, that's just what happens when you're at the centers. 6 line breaks and 2 tries. That is insane. Remember, he played 40 minutes at center, 214 meters. Wow. How about that? And Wriggle, how good is he? He is just an animal. He was
Classy player.
very classy. Got himself a try assist as well. The stats probably don't show how good he was. But man, how about Mansour as well? That's about like what 105 meter try definitely helped his meters there. But wow.
Definitely. I'm just so surprised by Marks and Prakash. Just such classy players, and Prakash had just an insane stat line for 57 minutes for old Prakash. What a player, and what a
Yeah.
captain as well.
He actually had the most line breaks out of anyone in his team with 7. 7 line breaks as an 8 is insane for him. Man, well, thank you for watching this amazing clash. Up next, you got the Broncos versus the North Queensland Cowboys. And Tim, it's been nice having you here. Just take a look at the highlights now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Thank you.